Howdy y'all, Ditlevsen here, and today I'm going to show you how to get everything that you want out of the black market. Let's get to work. We all know the black market has lots of great stuff, but it's just too expensive, and getting shards from mobs takes too long. And yes, there's always the soul diffuser, but you don't get many shards from that. So to solve this problem, I'm going to bring my own mobs. A while back, I made a contraption with these spawners so that I could have a good mob farm. I'm just going to borrow a couple of these and take them into a vault with me. I'm going to start with just one, and I'm going to go with skeletons. Just so that it don't cause us any problems, we're going to make an enclosure. And we'll put the spawner right in the middle, close that up on the top, and glue it all together. Now I've shown this trick before. We're going to use a deployer on the contraption itself to pick up the contraption later, since it can place the card assembler in the vault and we can't. That's all working. Now we'll channel the skeletons using vector plates. All right, there we go. Oh, yeah, turns out contraptions can't pick up vector plates. Well, how about fans? Okay, yes, fans seem to work. Now we'll add another one to push them all into a corner. Right, so that's working. Let's try picking this up again. And oh, nope. Oh, contraptions can't pick up water, it seems. That's okay, we can get around it. The reassembly process has not gone well. It looks like the water wheels broke due to stress. Put it back, and maybe placing the water manually will fix that. But just in case, let's also put a clutch on here so that I can turn the water wheels off in between sessions. Next test, pick it up, put it down, go place the water. Okay, I think that worked. Let's try it out for real. So we're inside the vault. We need space for this. I'm just going to set it up in the entrance room to simplify things, but I am going to have to move some things out of the way. And I see we're getting skeletons. Excellent. Okay, we're all set up. Now we'll put in the water, and we're pushing the skeletons. Even better. Right, so here's the real test. Do we get soul shards from these guys? Yes, we do. Okay, this is working, but it's pretty slow. I think I have a solution for that too, though. Let's go try it. Right, I've put in an iSpawner instead, and it's got a wither skeleton egg, but I can't turn it off outside. So we gotta make this fast. Oh, not fast enough. I'm gonna put an off switch on this. I'll meet you in the vault. Okay, here we are. I did have to lower this a bit. It's larger than it was before. Oh. And I apparently dug into the floor with it. Hang on a sec, I'll fix it. Yeah, apparently the windmill does have a disadvantage. It's directional, so I'm going to have to turn it around. And let's hope I don't have to do that every time. But with that, here's the real test. And it seems to be working. Nice. I chose an elixir vault for this. Here's one. Hey y'all, Future Ditlevsen here. You might have seen that there is a deployer with a sword on it. You can just ignore that, it doesn't work. The deployer doesn't recognize vault swords, so it's pretty worthless. There we go. I'll go find a lodestone. So with that, we are up to over 1,100 shards. Let's see what we can buy. And the answer, of course, is whatever we want. Howdy y'all, Future Ditlevsen here. My original plan was to just do a jump cut of me going through a few vaults and showing you what I bought. But then something happened. At the end of this particular vault, I disassembled the contraption and forgot there were mobs inside. Don't ask. It happens. But in the rush to get out, I left my card assembler behind. I did have 2 of them, but man, what an expensive mistake. Now, one thing I didn't mention before, I have been using gear that has soul shard chance bonuses. These are pretty good, but I want to see if I can do better. I've got a few new gear pieces that have better base stats. Let's do some rerolls. Starting with this helmet, and 94%. Nice. I will take that. All right, now the leggings. 92. That's better. Okay, boots. 91. That's it. And just so I can tell what's what, this whole set is using the Create transmog. Seemed appropriate. So let's see, with all of that, my total soul chance is 537%. I think it's time for another run. Okay, we're in the next vault, and I've found the perfect room for doing this. It's the X-marked room. It's huge. Hang on a second, I'll show you the results. All right, over 3,000 shards. Nice. Another shopping trip, and here's what I got. So this has been going well, but I still think we can do better. And I need to do a little bit of maintenance anyways on the contraption. The windmill sail is huge, and it keeps picking up blocks. And I think I need to adjust the speed on the fans. Now, I don't know if it's obvious to y'all, but this series is the first time that I've ever used Create Mod. And it took me way longer than I would like to admit to figure out how this rotational speed controller works. I, of course, could have just pondered it and found out from the beginning, but like any great engineer, I decided instead I'm just going to fiddle with it until it works. But eventually I did just look at the manual, and turns out it's very simple to use once you know how. You just have to know how. I also really like the way these brass casings look. It's a shame they're so expensive, but since it doesn't cost anything to use one to decorate, yeah. Now we'll just turn this on for a test. Looks good. You may have noticed that I added a second iSpawner. Well, thanks to the resources we've had from the black market, I can now make a third. Let's see what that does for our output. And I guess I need to rename the contraption at this point. It's been more than one mob for a while now. And now the real test. Hey y'all, Future Denala again. I also learned that if you use a low enough level vault relative to your level, your gear takes 0 durability damage. So this is a way to keep the same soul shard gear indefinitely. Alright, check this out. We're just over 3 minutes left, and we are about to hit 5,000 soul shards. Oh, can you believe how effective this is? 5,000. Yes. Okay, I ran a second test vault. I skipped that in the video, but we now have over 10,000 soul shards. And check out what's on the black market. I've never even seen one of these before. It's an unidentified treasure key. Nice. Now, before we end for the day, one other thing has happened. We are now on update 9. And that means there are more things that will increase our soul shards. To start with, the base rate for soul shards apparently has been increased by 1,000%. Nice. Second, magnets now have soul chance directly on them. And finally, we've got Witchery, a new talent that adds up to 80% more soul chance, which brings our grand total to 705%. And no, I'm not getting rid of all of my gear. I know that you can't make this anymore. That's fine, but I'm keeping this. And I think I have time for one more vault. We're now set up, and we're starting with just over 600 shards. And in no time at all, we are at 785 shards. That is fast. Hang on a minute. Am I not getting more shards now? They don't have the purple sparkles. Okay, I'm going to stop the machine and then reset it. Maybe that will fix it. No, I'm still not getting shards. What if I pick it up, put it back in my inventory, and then put it back down? Let's try that next. These guys still aren't dropping any soul shards. I'm starting to get a little bit suspicious that something has changed maybe, so I'm going to pack up and go check the patch notes. Well, something did change. In update 9, only the first wave from any spawner is going to drop soul shards. So the machine is completely broken. I guess we're done. Did Iskal beat me? Did I lose this one? Did I spend 2 weeks designing this just to throw it away? Do I just need to stop and move on? Have I fooled myself into thinking that I can outsmart the developers? That I can find something that they missed? Do I have to play the game like a normal person now? No. We're not giving up that easy.